And on to race number 6 we go now, and the preview for this race, which is a Class 3 over the 1650 metres. Nothing New has a better draw. Mike Static has a wider draw. Comet Splendido, a last start winner, carries an extra £5. Delightful Hour stable change, Tony Cruz to Michael Cheng, and Delightful Hour minus the cheek pieces. Dr. Winnings on a quick backup. The pacifiers come off as he returns to the turf. Stoicism had an irregular heart rhythm last time. He's won a trial since. And Villa Fion is up from the 1200 of Shah Tin to the 1650 of Happy Valley, a distance that he does race well over. But Mike Static been a bit disappointing in his first 2 runs back, Tom.
He has, Mark, and I just think he might have wanted to go half a stride or a stride quicker last time out in those early stages. He just looked like he wanted to go a bit faster and was a bit keen. He'll try and find the lead from barrier 8. Stoicism, he led up in a recent trial and he's stepping to 1650 metres. Nothing New, he's always up near the pace, and Comet Splendido shouldn't be far away.
Yeah, and he was a good winner last time. Winning Dragon, I think he'll get back. A Delightful Hour, he was actually a little bit quicker away in this last trial. He normally misses it when he was with the old stable. We'll see what he can do on race day.
We're going to have a look at that trial soon, Tom, but we start with Comet Splendido in this last start win where he flew home to score, not by a big margin. Can he go 2 for 2 with some slightly extra weight on his back?
I think he can, because he'd been racing so well prior to this. He'd slightly been going up in the ratings as well. He'd gone from 63 up to 69. Then he was able to win this and go up to 74. But I think he's still good enough to win again, Paul. Yeah,
I think he deserves it. So Nothing New will go in for me as well. I thought it was a good run from him, and he should be on the pace.
All right, we move on from that pair. But what about Winning Dragon? He's coming off a last start 5th behind Amazing 1+, ran 8th 2 starts ago.
Look, I didn't quite get it Winning Dragon in. I just wondered about the draw for him. He just might be further back than he would like. And the other one I didn't get in was Master Delight. Never got either one in.
No, he's been disappointing, Master Delight. He was a bit slow out last time out. You can see him just getting slightly hampered there at the 150 as well. But he hasn't really done too much since his 4-year-old year here in Hong Kong. And Winning Dragon, he was a bit one pace there.
OK, over the page to Villa Fion, Paul. Now, he's yet to win in this grade from 24 starts. 1650 doesn't mind, though. He's a 4-time winner.
Yeah, exactly. The grade just worries me a little bit, as you say here as well. With him, he's drawn nice enough in 4, but it gets back anyway. Look, he's right on the cusp of a class drop here of rating 61, so I prefer him down a grade.
Again, I didn't think this was a real strong race, and so this was him second up a long way back, chasing home horses like Oriental Smoke and Co, and I thought it was a pretty good run. So with the light weight, he's not done too much in this grade before, but I'm going to put him in with barrier 4.
It was a good finish. And finally, Tom, here is the trial of Delightful Hour, and here is the start. He's slow, but for Delightful Hour, as Paul said, this is good.
It was reasonably good from him. Now, he's had a stable change. Michael Chang trains him now. He was with Tony Cruz's his last win was off for 82. He's on a mark of 72. Now, he was at the rear, then he swept around them and won quite easily in the end. Here he is up near the speed, Paul, turning for home.
Yeah, I looked at him twice actually. I didn't put him in the end, but I did give him a second look, because he has gone well fresh in the past, and I thought the trial was quite effortlessly as well. And I mean, it was just every horse was slow away, so maybe it was just as bad as we're normally used to, but it just didn't look as bad because everyone else was slow as well. If that makes sense.
It was an illusion.
An illusion, could have been. Yeah.
All right, so he's not in, but who is?
No, he didn't quite make it in for me. I'm going to go with Comet Splendido. He's on top. I thought it was a strong one last time. He's only gone up a few rating points. Nothing New in there for second beyond the pace. I'm going to give Mike Static a chance, because I don't think the races have totally run to suit with him. He can maybe just get his own way in front a bit easier, and Stoicism comes out of that trial that he did win. 4, 1, 3 and 8.
It's definitely Paul over there as well. It's not an illusion or a cardboard cutout with a moving mouth. 4 on top, Comet Splendido. Here, I think he can win again. He's gone up a little bit in the weights, but he's been knocking on the door prior to that. Nothing New will get his chance. Again, he's been racing well. Villa Fion, I think he can get some of this as well. And Maya Static, as long as he's not too keen. So 4, 1, 10 and 3.
And that is race number 6. Race number 6, the first leg of Wednesday night's treble.